G'day everyone and welcome to a little special preview of Cricket 26. I was lucky enough to be at Big Ant Studios yesterday to have a little bit of time with the game, and for me I looked at the Manager Career Mode, which is the new game mode in the game, and I just want to give you a little brief overview of that before jumping into some gameplay. You'll notice from the get-go you can pretty much start in any test-playing nation, but you start in the state teams, or the equivalent. So for England, this would probably be a county side. And I think the biggest part of this mode is you're not necessarily worried about, I guess, how an individual is performing, but how your team is as a whole. So you are picking and choosing everyone in your roster. You're picking the 11s for each side. And obviously you can play some games, you can sim some games, that's up to you as well. But you can pick players from the local league teams. So for me, I ended up picking this 17-year-old player called Gavin Latham, who was a right-hander, and he had a potential of 91 overall. So that was pretty handy. Hopefully he grows into a bit of a player. And I guess much like how career modes have worked in the past, you also have a selection status, or in this case it's called managerial reputation, and that basically puts you on the map to take control of all the different sides across the world in franchise cricket, with ultimately international test cricket being the biggest goal that you can achieve. You also get these little round reports so you can see what else is happening around the league, which is a feature that I was told was also going to be in the player career mode as well. So there'll be some stuff from in this manager career mode that will go to the player career mode, which is, I'm sure, what I will be spending a lot of time playing anyway. But I know you guys want to see some gameplay, so let's jump into it. So we are going to have a look here at a Sheffield Shield game between Victoria and South Australia. I'll try to keep the commentary down quite low because they do sort of talk some genuine nonsense throughout. But the game is honestly, this is the best looking Big Ant Studios game they have ever produced. It looks great, the graphics. I think if you would be blind if you were saying that it doesn't look very good at all. We got Scotty Boland here looking very sharp, and for the first time we actually get a look at both openers rather than just the one opener who's on strike at the start of the innings. I will stress also, this is not the final build of the game. This is just the build I was playing while I was in there, so your experience at home may differ. But we are playing as obviously the Victorians, Scotty Boland, so I'm doing a lot of bowling here. Controls, as you would expect, they are the same as what you have known over the previous couple of journeys. I'm very weird because I play with like 3 different control styles between my batting, my bowling, my pace bowling, and my spin bowling. So you'll see that a little bit later on when I bowl some off spin with Todd Murphy. But so far you would have seen, obviously, Scott Boland has his bowling action, and I think the fielders are pretty responsive. I definitely was bowling way too full here to start off this game. I should have been maybe trying to pitch it at a length a little bit more, trying to get that outside edge. But because it's a new game, like, you generally don't know what's going to work to take wickets quite so early. I think there's always a little bit of a learning curve before you work out what are the types of deliveries that, get the outside edges, what will get a leading edge, and then, of course, over the hundreds of hours that you tend to play these games, or at least that I do, that's sort of where we're at. Here's all the fielding positions. It looks like there is a few more fielding positions that have been added, especially in that inner circle on the leg side, sort of short mid-wicket areas, I think have been added. And I think also here you'll see some spin bowling action with Todd Murphy. He's got a brand new face scan, Todd Murphy, as well. I believe he didn't have one in the last game. And I think this is very similar to the Nathan Lyon bowling action, although it could be his own bowling action. I'm not super familiar with Todd Murphy's bowling, but I know lots of people will probably have a crack at me here for bowling spin so early in an innings. And there's some very nice fielding animations as well. But I just wanted to get a gauge of the spin as well. I mean, I was going to be only recording for, I think, half an hour or 45 minutes. Really was all I would have had. So I kind of wanted to get through as many different features of the game as I could. So you'll see me bowl, or you'll see me bat a little bit later on. But I just want to see a little bit of spin. And so far, I can tell you, everyone, it doesn't feel like the spin bowling is overpowered like you might think. Anyway, once I got back to a length here, I think I was a little bit better. I opened up a cover gap earlier when you saw me change the field to try to, really, entice the drive a little bit more. But again, I'm bowling just a little bit too full here, which you'll probably see is something that I do throughout here. I haven't managed to get an outside edge just as yet. Bowling again looking beautiful. And guess what, everyone? We even had a rain delay here in Adelaide. So we came off after just 4 overs, rain delay, which everyone has been... it seems like rain is the biggest thing that people wanted to play, or wanted to have in this game. I know I definitely wanted to have it because the last game we didn't have it, or last time we had it was in Cricket 19. You can see another absolute rocket of a throw here from the infield, trying to get a potential run out. But basically, yeah, did have a rain delay. I'm not sure how much it did delay the game. But there are just various things that are obviously happening here. If you look at the minimap, there is a little wind indicator. You can see it on the left of the minimap there. It's a small little arrow just indicating that is where the wind is blowing. Currently, it's quite a small meter there, or small size triangle pointing to the wind out to pretty much where this ball is going right now. So that's going with the breeze. But when it does go to a sort of a bigger size, that's when you really start to notice it as you're bowling, and especially when you're hitting the ball through the air, is you want to be hitting to those short boundaries, and especially you want to be hitting with the wind, because that's going to help you sail that ball over the air for 6. So that's, like, it's very hard sort of to judge an early indication from my perspective as to how things are playing so far. I've bowled almost 8 overs, and we've got an opportunity here to take a caught and bowled. Scotty with an absolute ripper of a catch. Tell you what, if he does that in the Ashes, I will go absolutely bonanza, because that is an unbelievable catch. Plenty of new catching animations. Big celebration here. Charges in to celebrate, and a little fist pump. Let's take a look at it on the replay. Leading edge, and bowling just, with the left mitt. That is unbelievable. McInerney out for 13. It's 1 for 18. I will get into some batting shortly, because I know you're probably sick of the bowling by now. That one was almost caught down the leg side. So I had a bit of a shout, but it was not out to be. Nicely played, runs 1. Once you do get to play it for yourself at home, you will notice that as well. And look at this. 2 fielders running for the same ball. You wouldn't read about it, everyone. So the fielding has definitely been improved as well. 1 for 20 off 8 overs. Look at that. Just absolutely great economy as well. But now I'll get a little chance with the bat. So I will talk you through this as well, as we absolutely smash that first ball for 4. But you can see in the top right, it's basically just a little bit better indication for those who use the arcade controls, like myself. I normally turn off the little assist things, but I thought for the purpose of this video, I'll keep it on so everyone can see. We've got defensive, aggressive, precision attacking with your face buttons, and then your various little adjustments to that is advancing down the crease, playing a grounded attacking shot, or an unorthodox shot, which is like your ramps, your sweeps, those types of things. There's a ramp that I think actually came off the glove. I'm checking on the replay, but it didn't really go anywhere from Marcus Harris. And I don't know who has the ramp animation that we saw in the trailer, but definitely somebody does. You can see it does look like that one went sort of off the top of the bat or into the glove area. The other thing you'll notice with the batting is obviously I'm playing and missing quite a lot here. I'm playing almost a little too straight for the line that's being bowled. But also the pitch marker is quite large. There is one reason for that, and it is basically your confidence meter. The pitch marker will get smaller and smaller depending on how confident your player is. So the more zoned in you are to the game, the more accurate your pitch markers will be, and that's when you can really start to understand exactly where the ball is going to land. Now, I do also like to turn that stuff off, but again, I thought I would leave it on for everyone, as I've absolutely creamed this shot to the leg side. Josh Brown, we know he's got some power. He's done it for the Brisbane Heat in the Big Bash before, and this one just whacked. But you'll notice a couple times here that I do definitely play inside the line. Lots of plays and misses where I just don't quite get onto it enough. And I also do play some nice shots as well throughout. Obviously, I'm going quite aggressive here because as much as I would like to just, chill and play a very slow, methodical innings, as I said, I was really pressed for time, so I don't want to waste that at all. Which is basically why I just started to play a little bit more attacking, try to get some more attacking shots in play, so you guys can see how that works out. As we simulate through here to the 4th day, you can see a little bit of deterioration on the pitch. Now, I do notice that this was a hard pitch, a hard wicket. It was said in the commentary at the start of the game that it probably wasn't going to break up a significant amount. You can see there are some foot marks there, but obviously it's not quite a broken up pitch like you might see in the subcontinent or anything like that. Not too many cracks, as Marcus Harris absolutely sent this one for 6 down to the leg side. I was definitely trying to just be real aggressive here in my second innings. Just show off what kind of powerful shots can I do. Because, as much as you want to play very, chill, you want to be able to just know that you can hit some shots. So I did just that. But again, they're just poor shot choice from me. I think if you are using the Pro Controls as well, there are a few different footwork variations with the bat as well. So there's a little bit more to do with that. You got to make sure you are using the correct footwork. I think maybe the arcade controls are a little bit easier, which is what I use. That is an absolutely terrific catch, by the way, by Nathan McAndrew. Marcus Harris out for 20 off the first over from some pretty aggressive stuff. Peter Hanscom, the next man in. And again, I'm absolutely loving the presentation in this game. I think it's the best it's been. I think the scoreboards look as elegant or as good as ever. We will dive into a Big Bash game as well shortly after I sim through the end of this. So you can see that the Big Bash presentation is also a little bit different. There's a dropped catch here, so I try to run through. I try to be very sneaky and just say, all right, can we pinch a 2? But the keepers in this game, I can tell you right now, everyone, the keepers in this game, they are onto it. Look at Alex Carey here. Quick, smart, whipping off the bails. A lot more realistic than what we've seen in previous games. I know 24 was, quite, quick at whipping the bails off after a few patches. But certainly this is where we're at right now. And high fives all around for South Australia for taking the wicket of Josh Brown there. And then this is me just trying to obviously ramp the ball and not going successfully at all. So Sam Harper gone. Big celebration as well. Good to see some new celebrations. The game feels fresh. Like, I'll be honest. It feels very fresh. The batting feels different as well. It feels like you can try to hit different types of gaps. I think once you... Like, cricket is not a game that you can just pick up in 5 minutes and master, obviously. So from my perspective, it's something that I want to be able to sit down. I want to be able to take my time. I want to be able to play a test match. And I will be playing the Ashes. We will be doing the video game Ashes starting this Friday, this week, once Cricket 26 is officially released. But I will just give you one over here of Big Bash action so you can just see something slightly different at work as well. And a little bit of a look here at the MCG, which has been fully remodeled from what I was told. Fully remodeled by the team at Big Ant Studios. They said it took them a couple of months to redo everything at the MCG. So this stadium should be looking absolutely fire as well. We've got the Melbourne Stars, the Hobart Hurricanes. I'm going to bowl 3 deliveries. I'm going to bat for 3 deliveries. And just you can just see the difference in how the scoreboard is presented as well compared to how we saw it for the Sheffield Shield, which was sort of the first-class format of the scoreboard. But I can tell you right now, have a look at it. It's looking absolutely schmick. The fielders, they're up and about. Steckety's bowling nicely. Wade whipping it to the leg side. And that is all the way for 6. And that is a big boundary at the MCG. It is a big, big boundary out there. So now I think I switch over to the Hobart Hurricanes for the last couple of balls of this innings. I'm trying to play a ramp shot here, but I've ended up just playing one of the worst switch hits you'll ever see in your life. And that's not quite a ramp either. Come on, get there. There we go. A huge ramp to finish it off. 4 runs. And that'll do it. that is Cricket 26, my little mini preview for you all. In a nutshell, Matty Wade smashing this to finish it off for us. So anyway, everyone, that is it for today. Obviously, not super long of a video, but I just wanted to get you acquainted with how Cricket 26 is looking, feeling, and what my early thoughts are. I'm really excited actually to play this game for a long period of time because there's just something about it so far that is giving me the vibes that I'm going to spend a lot of time playing this. I'll definitely be having a career mode. I will definitely be having an Ashes series saga. And as for the management career mode, I haven't worked out what I'm going to do with it yet, but I feel like it's something that will work really well for live streams, maybe not so much from a video point of view. So that's something I'll look at doing. And yeah, we will get to that very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you have enjoyed yourselves. Cricket 26 is coming on Thursday, so that's in 2 days from now. And I will catch you guys then to see it all fully in action. Goodbye.